Hi, this is Brian Shannon from AlphaTrends.net, and this is a bonus video for those of you who have purchased my book. I appreciate your business, and what I'm going to do is make this book a kind of living book, I guess you could call it, by having occasional educational videos here in this bonus tab, and some ideas for trading as well, because ideally we're all in this to make money, and finding the right ideas for current market conditions is what it's all about. Now that you've read the book or somewhat into it, I think that you're going to get more out of these ideas than someone who hasn't read the book would. So that's part of the reason I'm keeping this exclusive to the people who purchased the book, as well as to induce other people to buy it as well. This coming week, though, we've got the market kind of, seems as though it might have run its course to the downside for the short term, and we've got a couple more days of strength. So there are some upside opportunities that look interesting, particularly, the oil. If oil makes it above a $112, 112 or so, 112.5, then I think it could begin a new uptrend. And you want to look at a stock like Abaxis Petroleum, symbol ABP. If we look at the weekly time frame, you can see it's entered this nice stage 2 uptrend by clearing this resistance here at about $4 and right about where it is, $4.90. So this resistance becoming support in here. On the weekly time frame, it wouldn't be unusual to see the stock move up towards 6.5, but for me, I'm looking at it from a shorter term trader standpoint, not looking for that big of a move. 50, 60 cents, even a dollar would be, something very worthwhile in here. The stock's been pulling back on light volume after nice volume expansion here on the upside. The 10 is above the 20, is above the 50, etc. I'm going to go a little bit faster here because I've got a few ideas to share with you. But right now, when we look at the 30-minute time frame, you can see we've got a declining 5-day moving average. So you don't want to buy this yet. What we want to look at instead is maybe another day of consolidation, and then probably moving past this level. So it looks like when we zero down on a 10-minute time frame, looks like a little bit of accumulation. So here we had a stage 2, stage 3, a failed breakout, stage 4, and now it looks like stage 1. If it can make it probably above this level, that 5-day moving average flattens out, then you want to buy it on strength above 502. In particular, if oil does continue to rally this week, then that might be the catalyst for such a move. Right now, you don't want to buy it yet. So let's say we bought it at 502 or so, over here. I think that worst case stop probably goes at this point. Ideally, what I'd like to see is maybe a test of that 502, a pullback to 490, and then a breakout. Then we could put our stop just below that 490 level. But right now is not the time to purchase it yet, because here we have the risk of price. Now we've got the risk of time consolidation occurring in here. Next up, we're going to take a look at Akamai, symbol AKAM. And on a weekly time frame, you can see that it looks like maybe it's undergone this accumulation and beginning to be marked up. It's pulled back on lighter volume the last couple weeks. On the daily time frame, it's right at the rising 50-day moving average. Now, the 10 and 20-day moving average are declining, so this is a trade only. And basically all the stocks I'm going to be talking about, I think, are trades only. But here's the same thing. We've got a declining 5-day moving average, but the market's, the stock's been battling with that the last couple of days, and looks like maybe if it can pull back just a little bit towards 36, 35.90, and then begin to rally again, that's when I want to buy this stock. Worst case stop probably goes right here as far as where it has the potential to go before it meets resistance. Looks like it traded some volume up in this area. In fact, what we could do is take a look at a VWAP of May 28th through June 5th. And that will give us a level right here at about 38.5 or so, where it might find some resistance, because more people have purchased in there. That's where they might be looking to break even. So that's a potential upside target. Listen to the message of the market and let it tell you where to get out. Beacon Power, this is another one of those flywheel alternative energy, kind of like Capstone. Capstone's been a massive winner here the last 6 months. So anyways, back to Beacon, BCON. This stock, it's a choppy stock, but it has some spectacular moves when it goes, like we saw back here in 2005, right here. So it's a good trading stock. It's not a stock to buy and hold, I don't think. In fact, I don't think any stock is a buy and hold. There's good trades, but no good stocks, is my opinion. This stock broke past this resistance here. It's testing it as support. You can see the volume surges come on price increases, followed by relatively light volume as it pulls back. It found support at the 10. Now it looks like it's finding support at the 20 when we drill down to a 30-minute time frame. That 5-day moving average is starting to flatten out. Here on the 10-minute time frame, you can see that this looks like the worst case stop for this stock right now. Just below this one, let's just call it about 166, even 165. Ideally, I'd like to see it pull back a little bit to maybe 172, 73, and then begin to move higher, clear this. But this stock looks like it has the potential to at least move up towards about this $2 level, $2.10 level. So it's a cheap stock, but you know the percentage moves can be massive. Another cheap stock is China Back Battery, CBAK, another very volatile stock, but that volatility has slowed down in here. It's broken past an important level of resistance here recently. When we drill down to the daily time frame, we can see here's that resistance. That resistance was breached on a surge in volume here. The stock's holding up very nicely, consolidating in a low volume way here, looking like it's forming a little bit of a pennant. So on a 30-minute time frame, we can see that it's holding up very nicely above that rising 5-day moving average. Now it looks to me like maybe above about 509, maybe 510. Here's where this stock makes a higher high for the short term. Worst case stop probably goes really about 495, so maybe buy it on strength above 508, 509. I will be trading these stocks as well, which is why I don't like to give specific ideas, because I don't want to be accused of front running or anything like that ever. COGT is another one for your radar. IRF, this is International Rectifier, a semiconductor type of company. I'm not sure exactly what they do. Big increase in volume on the way up, lower volume pullback. Looking at a 10-minute time frame, you can see here nice stage 2, stage 3 distribution, stage 4 decline. Now it's looking like stage 1 accumulation. We've got right about this 24.45 level. We're making higher lows. If it breaks above here, we'll have an uptrend on the short-term time frame. The short-term trends lead the longer-term trends, so looks like something you can continue higher. IXYS, this has been a big winner recently. Huge surge in volume, but it's held on to those gains very well. When we look at the weekly time frame, you can see it's cleared some important resistance. Maybe it's going to go on to test this level up near about 13.5 or so. That's $1.50 away. The 30-minute time frame, you can see it's been making these higher lows after this little shakeout, and now it's breaking past some resistance or close to it. Keep your eye on this one. I think that probably buying on strength above 12.30 or so. Put your stop just under that $12 level. And these are, again, short-term trades. Look at the tables in the book and determine what makes most sense for you. This is how I trade them. It doesn't mean it's the best way for you. Luminex pulled back to the rising 20-day moving average. Got a little bit extended intraday on Friday, so maybe after a little pullback and then a resumption of rally. But it's clearly in a stage 2 uptrend here on the 10-minute time frame as well. So that one's already gone. I don't like to buy them after they've already gone. I like to catch them just as they're moving. So a stock like Nest Technologies, clearly here, nice uptrend, pull back in here. This weekly time frame looks like it's still got. It's not as bullish as some of these others, but maybe a run towards $12 a share or $1 away. And it looks like the clear level of resistance right now is about $11.15. Looks like we're finding support near 1080, and maybe we've made some higher lows in here. So I think breaking past this level, stop goes right around that area. Symantec, weekly time frame. This thing's, just keep this on your radar the next couple weeks, basically. Trimble Navigation, a GPS company. Keep your eye on this one as well. Nothing specific, but it looks like the buyers are regaining control. Worst case stop probably below 37 or so right now. Viropharm, symbol VPHM. You can see here on the weekly time frame, it's just taken out, or it's right at this level where it's had resistance at $10 a share. Since having trouble about a year ago, gap down on some kind of news, most likely, obviously. But that, this stock broke out on a big volume. Relative to that, it's pulled back on light volume. We've got this resistance acting as support in here. 10-minute time frame, not quite bullish yet, so don't get involved. Probably going to take a move above 1020, and that's probably not going to occur for 2 or 3 days. eBay is one to keep your eye on, the short sale, below 28 maybe. Parexel, look for continued downside in here as well. Could be on the verge of a bigger breakdown, and same with Vistaprint.